Oh man. The world is so fucking evil, man. People can be so fucking evil to each other. They can do so much to each other. Like, I don't understand sometimes. Like, I've had to deal with people coming at me, but I never felt no urge to fucking do nothing to just no one just for the sake of it. Like, I've enjoyed it, you know, when I've had to, but I still don't feel no urge to do nobody nothing that don't deserve it, you know. Some people are just so fucking evil, man. They don't care. They just want to fucking... They're soulless, man, you know? It's like, that's how I see it when I see these people that do these certain things, you know, for money or pleasure or both, whatever. They're soulless. That's the problem. They're soulless. Their soul literally isn't there. And I think the body instinctively seeks this out. Their mind and body knows that it's missing something. And they seek it out in others. Like, through causing them harm, through causing the innocent harm. It's like they gain some kind of
left it behind. I could have put it down.
Essence of that person's soul, or at least feel it, you know, in those moments of intense pain and suffering that they cause someone else. They feel their soul, and it's the closest they can come to like actually having one themselves. And like, I'm sure they don't process it like this themselves in their minds. They don't think this literally, but that's what drives them to do it, you know. That's what makes them do it. It's just so fucking sad, man. Like, it's just... Like, I know a lot of people, they never really come up across this kind of stuff, you know, because of the way they live. You know, because they're cowards, basically. They'll never find this, they'll never see this stuff in front of them. It will never be something that they know in their real life. Like, you tell people stories about human trafficking and like how much money there is in making snuff films and all of that kind of stuff, and that's people, that's just some vague nonsense to them. Like, you tell people about that and they just like, yeah, that's horrible, man. Like, it's not real to them, you know. It's not like it actually happened to them. It doesn't exist in their frame of like just life. Like, they'll never understand it like that because it's not something they'll ever see with their own eyes. So they're desensitized to it because they see it in movies and they hear it in stories. And to them, that's all it is. That's all it can ever be to them. It will never be more than that to them because of how they live and who they are. And like, on some level, I think that's good. You know, people shouldn't have to deal with this stuff in their lives or confront it, you know. But at the same time, it's like, it is real, you know. It's not like it's some story. Like, this shit happens to people, and these people walk around in their heads like in their little fucking worlds. Like, you can't even tell people about this kind of stuff. We meant to say, oh fuck man, the other day I fucking went down to this warehouse to grab that thing, and you know, they actually invited me in this time, and I looked around, bro. Like, how are you meant to tell someone that has no concept of that in their frame of like real existence? Like, to them it's just it's like a spy film or a crime film to them now, because they fucking read too many fucking books, you know, and they fucking watch too many fucking films, and they don't fucking know like that the evil in man does not just exist on the fucking screen. The evil in man is 5 miles down the road from you, bro, chopping women up in a fucking shop. The evil in the world Yeah, he's in your city. He's in your city raping. He's in your city kidnapping and raping kids. And you sit there and you tell yourself, oh, this is so bad, man, and you make no fucking effort. You make no fucking effort to fucking go out into the world and try and stop it, to try and help anyone, to save anyone, to do anything. To you, it's just a fucking story. I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm even fucking saying this shit. You know, it's not like any of you have any kind of ability. It's not like any of you listening are capable of doing anything for your fellow man, are you? And maybe it's unfair for me to put that on you like that. To put that on others like I do in my head. But the evil in this world is very fucking real, bro. The evil in this world is real and present. The evil in this world is real and present and thriving. Because you sit there and you tell yourself that it's just something bad that happens in the world. You tell yourself, it's just, that's horrible. You know, when you hear about, that's so horrible. But to you, it's still not real. Because you haven't seen it, you haven't felt it, it hasn't touched you. You haven't brushed shoulders with these people, with the victims, with the fucking perpetrators, none of it. Your life is completely detached from that kind of stuff. And you don't realize just how prominent it is in this modern world. How fucking prominent this kind of stuff has become. Like, it's not, you know, it used to be fucking drug dealers on the corner were fucking, you know, were the scumbags that were in sight, you know, and they were the populous ones. They were the ones who were more likely to come up against and run up against. Nowadays, probably almost every single one of you was fucking brushed shoulders with someone who's paid to go to some brothel with kidnapped women and that. You'd probably, at least 1 in 10 of you know someone who's been involved in this stuff in some way or another. Drugs are not the money maker no more, bro, for these people. These people aren't making money selling drugs no more, bro. That's old. That's the old game. And people are selling people now. They're on the Chinese tip. They're chopping niggas up. They're selling their bodies. You think your local hood's fucking dealing drugs still? They ain't dealing drugs still, bro. Drugs is old. Drugs don't make no money no more, man. Everyone's selling drugs now. I love my world, man. I love my people, but it's so corrupt. Everything has gotten so bad, man. Like, I can't even comprehend it sometimes, you know? And I've fucking, you know, I've fucking seen it, like, and I can't even comprehend it sometimes, man. So I get it, I know it's hard to conceive of such violence. Even when you know that it's real and you know that people perpetrate it on each other, it can be hard to really conceive of what that means, you know, that people are doing this, that people are making money off doing this, that people are living like this and enjoying this, yeah? But it's very much the reality of the world we currently live in. too much the reality. These people have had it too nice for too long, you know? It's one of those things where the users truly are the ones at fault, you know? Drugs is less of a thing. Drugs is almost like, drugs is the beginning of the psyop, you know? The beginning of the psyop was making drugs into this kind of making drugs into this black market product, you know, something that people had to go to and do secretly and all of that, you know. A long time ago, you know, just barely 100 years ago, drugs wasn't even a thing. People didn't blink at drugs. Everyone was on drugs. Everyone was drunk. Everyone was high all the fucking time. Yeah. So the beginning of the psyop was they made that stuff taboo. Yeah. They make that taboo, and they make an entire like culture of violence around drugs. And they know it can't last. Yeah. But what it does is it softens people up to this idea of indulging in taboos, basically, indulging in the dark side of themselves, in the evil inside themselves. It teaches people that maybe this isn't a bad thing, you know, to break taboos and to go into stuff. That's what drugs was all about. That's what, whether they did it intentionally or not, that's the psychological effect it's had. Like, with regards to Matt's psychology, it's made people, it's softened people up to the idea of taboo. Once you get to break taboo as like a habit, once you get them into the habit of blurring those boundaries, you know, and enjoying it, and getting something out of it. You open the world up to so much evil, because that's it has a cascading effect on the human psychology. You know, once people start doing those kind of things, once they start getting enjoyment from those kind of things, they don't realize that the enjoyment they're getting is not from the thing that they're taking or the action itself. It's just from the fact that they're crossing that line, and it gives them that little buzz. And so once people get addicted to that, it just snowballs, because they can only get evil up, basically. They can only get more indulgent from that point. Unless their life falls apart, they will always need now to go that little extra step. You see it in any kind of kink or any kind of fucking taboo thing. Once people start going over that line, it's not the thing that they're doing that they get addicted to. It's the going over the line that they get addicted to. It's the pushing this, like, oh, I'm doing a bad thing. It's that's the feeling they get hooked on. Not the thing they're doing, or the drug they're taking, or the person they're harming, or whatever they're doing. It's just the fact that they are doing something bad. Like, it tickles some part of the human mind. It's disgusting. But that's the point, basically. You start with illegalizing drugs and you end with mass fucking pedophilia rape camps hidden in every fucking city.
What do you need, God? What do you need to
So what you
take?
need to do is you need to legalize drugs. You need to take the taboos away from people, so that they have nothing to indulge in. They won't do that though, obviously they won't ever fucking do that. Like I say, that's the point. The whole point of it has been to cause what's going on. Like, to get people to this state where they're ready for this. Where they can be both desensitized to the evil in the world and tell themselves, oh yeah, evil exists, but Not round me, not in my world. My reality doesn't have any evil people. No one I know is evil. They tell themselves. Because it's not real to them. Meanwhile, everyone that does fucking get involved with this stuff is now free to just do as they fucking will. And no one will ever be there to fucking call them out on it.
Until next time, Guardian.
What the hell was that? Is it like a healing thing? Oh no, okay, it's like the seeing things through the walls and shit. It's pretty cool. I decided I wouldn't unlock anything until I had at least 2 of the words. But this one's just shit. Why would I ever need to throw my voice? Like, it's just completely useless. Like, I want enemies to detect me. Like, I guess maybe you can make them run into traps and shit like that. But this is very limited. Like, I'm not going to spend 3 fucking Dragon Souls on something that I can't even use in battle. Like, at least that lets me see what I'm into. But I'm not going to unlock it unless I find the other words. So, did I get the ice form word? Yeah, I did. Okay. I haven't actually tried that one out.
Yes, sir.
Sick. Oh, it doesn't last very long though. It doesn't even hurt them. Oh. That shit. What was I on about? Fuck that. I love the world, man. I love being alive. I love being human. I just wish that everyone was. You know, I wish that everyone was human. But unfortunately, I'd say maybe like 10% of people max have an entire soul, have a full piece of an aspect of God in them. And then maybe like another like 30 or 40% are tuned into it and feel it even though they don't possess it directly. And then everyone else is just fucking flesh automatons, like they cannot conceive of the fucking sickness that they perpetrate on the world around them. Like they just can't really ever understand it or understand why. To understand why would be to understand their inhumanity. You know, I don't think their mind would allow them to that, even, you know, if they were faced with it directly, you know, they wouldn't be able to take it. They would just react with anger and rage and attack you for it, basically, in some form or another, rather than accept it into their heart, because they can't accept it into their heart. This is something that people forget as well, you know, many people in the world that have something wrong with them, you know, who have developed some kind of behavioral pattern from whatever that helped them deal with whatever situation they had growing up or as a teenager or whatever the fuck, you know, whatever their fucking excuse. These people, intrinsically, they cannot face whatever it is. You can't heal them because they can't see it in the first place. Like, not that they, you know, just don't want to, but that they literally can't. You understand? Like, when someone develops these habits as a survival mechanism or whatever, or because they don't feel loved enough or whatever the fucking stupid faggot reason is, yeah? Whatever it is that drives them to this, it doesn't matter. You can't beat them over the head with it. Like, even if you can see it clearly, yeah, it's like trying to, you know, describe color to a blind man. Like, they can't get it. They can't get it. And this is something I've come to understand recently. Is like, sometimes when you come up against these people, that whatever it is they have wrong with them, everyone has some kind of quirk or whatever wrong with them, habit they've developed, etc. But when you come up against these specific types, you know, that have this kind of like pathological, whatever it is, you know, that makes them do something that is a bother to your life in some way, or to the people around them in some way, or even if it only harms themselves, you know, in some way. And it's obvious to others who look in on them and see it, you know. You have to understand, you can't save them, not even because they don't want to be saved, or they don't want to be fixed, or they don't want their life to be better, or to be happy, or
You see
people
those
around
warriors
them to be
from
happy.
Hammerfell?
They might very
Got
well have
curved
completely
swords.
the best intentions.
Curved swords.
But when they have these pathological quirks, habits, tics, whatever,
Let's see what you have.
you just have
Usual
to
guild
accept
raid.
it. You can't
Let's
make
take a
them
look at
see it.
them.
You can't make them understand what it is, or interpret it, or heal themselves, or do anything with it. You can't. Modern psychology is a complete fucking lie. You can't fix these people. And to try is an insanity, you know, and all you can do really is remove them from your life. Like, you just have to, you know, leave them. You just have to drop them out. That's all you can do. You can't, you know, you can't obsess over trying to make them better or anything like that. It won't work. It doesn't work. You can't. You just physically can't. And that's sad, and that's hard to accept, you know, for a lot of people. Can't save them, bro. All you can do is save yourself, and then through saving yourself, through being an example of being saved, then, you know, if you're lucky, you can influence some people to seek out betterment. To be a shining beacon, you know, of goodness in the world is about the only thing you can do as a man, as a woman, as anyone, you know, anyone who seeks to do good in the world. That is about the best you can do, you know, to be a shining example of goodness. Any more is hubris, you know. To try and do any more than that is absolute hubris.